Give me the demons call when they do what they do. And now I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you.
Welcome to the Oracle of Lilith. My name is Amy, and I'm so glad to have you. I hope you're doing well. Today I'm doing a general collective message. I am personally having a really tough time right now. I don't have my teeth in. I haven't gotten around to doing that yet, but I need to do this reading, and it's for those of you who are struggling like me. Sorry, I'm getting emotional. I don't want to cry on the internet, especially with no teeth in my head, but I'm having a hard time. If you don't know, and this is your first time to my channel, I take chemotherapy for my autoimmune disease, and it's getting rough. It's getting rough. It's tough. So if you're struggling, that's what this reading is for. Whenever I struggle like this, I always reach out to Lilith. And her words can be shocking and healing all at the same time. I'm sorry if I'm lisping, but I don't have any teeth in my head, and right now, honestly, I just don't give a fuck. Okay, so, all right. Dark Mother, come forward and give us a message for those of us who are struggling. I feel that. I could feel her energy coming forward. I feel that. Okay, different cards. All right. We're going to go to the Dark Mirror. You know, when I get this deck, it's always pretty heavy. The energy is always pretty heavy, but that's what we're doing. We're healing heavy energy, density. There may be a lot of doubt that's coming forward for you right now. It could be it could run the gamut from, you know, just a mild kind of doubt to the kind of doubt that shakes your very foundation and is meant to catalyst you to change. Okay, I'm going to get this one. Calling the storm. Sorry, I just felt this energy. This is tough. You know, we have this very strong feminine figure in the middle. And we always, in our society, we talk about how strong people are. We call them champions. Champions aren't born. They're created. And they're created by very tough circumstances, the kind that you find yourself in today. And look how powerful this figure is in this card. She is powerful. And that's energy, not gender. It feels like the feminine energy within the divine collective of humanity is gathering their strength. And that strength did not come from an easy road. It has been hell. It's been absolutely a walk in hell. And the problem is we're not done. We want to be done, don't we? We want to be done walking through that darkness, walking through the density, but we're not. There's just so much to overcome here. So much. And I feel that many are running out of steam. You feel like you're running out of energy. You're running out of time. And I get that. But there is an element of trust here. You have to remember where you were. You have to remember how far you've come. Where did you begin this journey? Where were you? Where was your health? Where was your mental space? Where are you now? Are you better? Are things better? And that's an honest question. I don't assume that they are. I don't assume that everything's better. Because it's a long-ass journey. You know, this kind of journey, this journey of growth, healing trauma, dealing with density in life and trying to grow from it and moving forward. It is not for the weak. It is not. It is for the strong. You can't even begin this kind of journey unless you're strong. You know, it takes a strength of such depth to really look yourself in the mirror and see the truth. Now, those of you who have followed my channel know that I have struggled with being on camera. And it is trauma, trigger warning, it is rooted in abuse from my childhood, okay, that was photographed. It's just so hard to really say that, and this week, I committed to being on camera once a week, and this week I wasn't able to do it. I just was not able to do it. And so I understand working on an obstacle on an ongoing basis and having a time where you just can't overcome it. You just can't. And that's okay. That's part of the journey. We learn about ourselves. We learn about gathering strength. And what I find is that it kind of works in a cycle. So you work on the density, you deal with it, you don't disassociate from it, you don't run from it, you stay in it. And before you know it, the energy starts to transmute because you start to see your strength in that moment. And then you have the strength to overcome some of the obstacle. And then boom, you go right back to the beginning and you deal with that again. Because that issue, that obstacle, it's a pattern of behavior that has to be overcome on a regular basis. That is the pathway of not only ascension, but of becoming a champion. When you do it over and over, you build up the strength. I will tell you this, and I know this from my own personal experience, that eventually it gets easier. But you will always have moments where you're dragged back down again. Because there are levels to healing. It doesn't just happen like, it pops out of the cake. Ooh, you're healed. Everything's better. No, some wounds are lifelong. And so there are those of us who have to face them sometimes every day just to function in the world. That takes a strong human being. Don't doubt your strength. It's okay to doubt decisions, to reflect on decisions, but don't ever doubt your strength, okay? You're very strong, and you can do this. You may not feel like it. I understand this. You may not feel like it. You may not feel like you can overcome this. And, for me, I'll just tell you, like, I had an incredibly painful, complex PTSD event this week. And it just made me angry. It made me angry. It made me frustrated. It made me feel so much frustration. And here's the thing. Part of my journey, part of my life purpose is to share these experiences with you so that you know you're not alone. I understand what it's like to have a moment, to think you're doing so well, that you've overcome, and then be faced with the fact that, no, darling, there is more there for you to deal with. There are more issues, or that issue is going to take several moments of pushing through, of overcoming, for it to get easier. Yeah. All right, let's get some cards, shall we? Okay, we have building tension. I feel that. I feel that. We have mask. We have spy. Okay, so, we're still dealing with our illusions, okay? We're still dealing with masks that we put on. Sometimes during healing processes, we put on masks of healing. Like, we're healed. Oh, I'm healed. But really, that's just another movement towards disassociating from it, because it takes a while to heal serious issues. Please get help if you need it, okay? That's what the professionals are there for. I feel like I'm going to pull some more cards here. So we're ripping away masks from ourselves. We're removing them, and it's causing tension. It's causing stress. Because I'll just use what I'm going through as an example, but by all means, I don't expect this to be your struggle, okay? So for me, it's my image. It's my face. It reminds me of past, like, situations and people. And, you know, when I look in the mirror and I look in my eyes, I see strength, but I also see my pain. And I see that it's still, you know, a wound. I'm still very wounded. And, you know, it's hard to develop a strong sense of self when no one around you really cared about that. They didn't really, and you were kind of programmed to give until you were empty so people would love you. And that's not real love, what real love is, you know. You shouldn't have to give until you're empty for someone to love you. And I'm guilty of this throughout my life, like overgiving, putting myself in positions where I appear to be a martyr, you know, and sometimes I took on that role. But man, now that there are hardly any people really in my personal life, I'm still having a hard time giving to myself. Like I feel like I've really overcome the overgiving in a way. And I always tell people in readings, it always comes through, you know, give that energy to yourself. That step is very difficult because still wearing a mask, still, you may be still not completely dealing with the issue. And that's what this time is about. It's about you coming face to face. You do not realize how much you've overcome. Okay? The spy card here, these are your guides. These are your spirit team, whoever you work with, whatever you do, they are watching you. This is a divinely guided thing that's going on, and it's very protected. Nothing is going to come in the way of you doing this work. Okay? Nothing. If you know, a lot of times I'll tell people, okay, so if you have a big obstacle, dog ear that, come back to it. You know, work on it a while, come back to it. This is an example of me doing that. The image thing that I have going on, the facial dysmorphia, because that's really what we're talking about here, the body dysmorphia. I had to become completely disassociated from my vessel to survive. Man, that's sad. If someone told me that, it would break my heart. And it's breaking my heart to say that, you know. It was bad, you guys. So I understand if you're suffering. Some of you guys may have addictive behaviors that you're struggling with. I get it. It's okay. It's okay, you know. Sometimes I feel like there are times I'm like addicted to being disassociated because it feels so much better than real emotions, you know. Okay, let's get some more cards here. Tell me more about what's going on, Dark Mother. What do we do? What's next? How do we move through this? How do we get through it? One step at a time. We have the little Page of Cups here. I love this deck. This is a golden, the Art Nouveau Golden Tarot, and it's gold, right? And I love that energy. It's very uplifting, and I think we all need some of that right now. Tell me more. We have the Ace of Pentacles. There's a new beginning coming, and I know the Tower flipped over. It's in reverse. That's what we're healing. We have the Page in reverse as well. Let me get one more card here. We have the Queen of Swords. Ooh. Okay. So, this is what we're in. This is where we are. We're in the mask, building tension, feeling overwhelmed. This is trauma. This is a tower that has affected your foundational chakra, and you've lived in this tower. I'm sorry. I feel like I'm going to cry. I don't want to cry on the internet, man. But I feel it. I feel it. It's very painful. It's very painful. And we lived here. We've lived in this, okay? But look, we have the Queen of Swords here. The one thing about the Queen of Swords is she is clear. She has fucking clarity, and that is coming for you. You are going to see the next steps in your journey very soon, okay? And there's a cup coming to you. And it's not empty. It's got a fish in it, you guys. It's got something manifested in that cup. Your manifestation is coming, okay? And this process, this painful situation you're struggling with, it's part of the process of allowing that to come forward. You have to know your worth this. This is something big, okay? This is something you want. And this journey, this tower reversed, the page reversed, this is a long healing journey, okay? And the Ace of Pentacles is a sign of the new beginning. You are going to move out of this energy, okay? You're going to move out of it. Now, I'm not going to tell you that you won't have to go back. I'm not going to tell you this isn't going to pop up again, because it will. But the state you're in right now, you will move out of it. Okay, you're going to move out of it. And so now I'm going to get a couple of cards that tells me about the movement out of it. Clarity, and there's an offer coming. A compassionate offer. This could be love or money. Some of you guys, this is about your money situation. You're getting scared. That's okay. I feel like for some of you, the tower is your finances, your job. Lots of worry and grief here. Okay, I'm going to get one from the Mystic Cannabis Oracle deck. We have vision. You guys, you need to hold your vision. Do not lose hope. Don't forget why you're doing this. Don't forget your dreams, your goals. Don't forget that, okay? This vision is going to carry you. It is the new beginning. It is the cup being offered. There's something you've been working on manifesting. And you know what? It's weird, because sometimes when we're going through this heavy stuff, the gifts we get from the universe aren't in that heavy energy. They're in something else, because we're still working on that. It's like you get a reward from the universe as a sign of, yes, we have your back. The universe is like, yes, yes, we have your back. You get some kind of gift or some kind of level up in another situation. And for many of you, this feels like money, career kind of thing. And honestly, that might not be what you want to hear. You might want to hear that, this tower, this horrible feeling, this healing you're doing is done. But that's not the message here. The message is there is a new beginning. There's a cup being offered. There is clarity. There is reason and logic going to come forward and bring this new beginning in your vision. And you know what I'm hearing? I'm hearing what you probably already knew. Keep going. Just keep going. In spite of the tears, in spite of your frustration, just keep going. Don't give up on yourself. Stability. Stability is coming through. Your finances, your money, that kind of thing are going to become more stable. And I feel like some of you guys have been hearing this over and over from different tarot readers, etc. And I want you to know that they're dead on. It's absolutely, stability is coming for you, okay? But this thing you're going through right now is part of that experience of getting to the stability. Because you're not just going to get financially stable. You're going to become emotionally stable. Where, yes, this tower may take quite a while to heal. But it may not knock you off your feet like it did this time. The blow of it may be a little less next time you have to visit it. Because this particular cycle of dealing with this pattern or this issue is making you stronger. It's teaching you determination. And it's still not okay. I mean, it's fucked up. Okay? It is. But it's what we're dealing with. All right? Let me get another card from the cannabis deck. Okay. Oh, I got two. Okay, we have vision. Again, we have gateway. Wow. We got vision twice. We have the void. So what I'm seeing here is that out of the void that you're feeling right now, because many of you guys feel gutted, feel overwhelmed, you feel at a loss, every day is like, feels like suffering, because for you right now it is, right? But there is a gateway that is opening for you with this Ace of Pentacles, okay? And it's going to usher in stability, emotional stability, financial stability, okay? And for some of you, it will be weird to not be in this calling the storm, the chaotic energy. But as you experience the chaos, know that order is coming, because in this universe, one and the other work together, okay, to bring harmony. And I feel like your guides want you to know that they got your back. They're watching you, okay? And if you need anything, reach out to them. I want to cry because I feel their energy, like they're gathering around you. Many of you guys have angels around you, angelics around you. You may have infernals around you right now. And there is a concern for certain people within the collective, because what you do affects the collective. Okay, so this is a bigger vision. So when you get bogged down, a lot of times in the world, you will start to see that reflected, right? As you're digging deep, you will start to see that reflected in world events. And many of us are seeing now the dig deep and revealing. So know that it's important, and the concern is that you find the strength within you to move forward in the face of how you feel. Not overdo it. Don't wear yourself out. But put one foot in front of the other. Put one foot in front of the other and keep going. Don't give up. Determination is 75% of the battle. If you can stay in there, hang in there, and it doesn't mean you feel great about it. It just means that you're there and you're doing your thing. You're ahead of the game. All right? Things are going to get better. Don't give up on you. That's what I got for you today. I hope this was helpful. If it resonated or if it didn't, please leave me a comment in the comment section down below. I would love to hear from you guys. I hope you have the most beautiful day. And I will see you, beautiful, magical creatures, next time. Bye, guys.